Hello and welcome to the Garlic Bread Brigade podcast episode 27. My name is Mike and I'm here with Sam.
Yo, what up, guys? We're back for the second week in a row.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, back-to-back episodes. This is how it's always gonna be from now on. Hopefully.
Totally.
I said hopefully.
We're not going to miss any, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the hopium and copium talking.
Copium, copium.
Yep. And
Yeah.
yeah, we're back. It's been a crazy
Yeah.
week. We got some
Yeah.
excited things to talk about. And we're
Righty.
here to throw memes at the wall. And
Cool.
hopefully it makes you laugh.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, and like always, we gotta say send our thoughts to those who are doing it in harsh times.
Yeah.
Yep, especially those in Ukraine. Hopefully this lets up soon. You guys, be brave, be strong. Mike, say
Stay
something.
safe.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. And we need to send some shout outs. Who are you shouting
Yes.
out?
Um.
All right,
Uh,
I'm gonna shout out all the snakes in the world because snakes are dope ass creatures. That's
the
who we're shouting out today.
digestive I had like an hour ago. Very tasty.
What do you have? Very
Shout out to
tasty.
you. Digestive. Like the biscuit or whatever. It's a biscuit or cookie, whatever. It's either one.
Okay, you're shouting out
A biscuit, yeah.
a biscuit.
Or, yes. Shout out to the biscuit.
Yeah, no, you meant to shout out Arnott's because I think they're the one who made it. So yeah,
Perhaps.
keep things good and just keep going with how you're going.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, shout out as for reals for reals this time. Shout out to everyone. Hope you guys are having a great day, great time, great night, great morning, great whatever. And
Great
yeah,
evening.
yeah, get ready for some fun.
Yes.
So let's start off with something I think is very stupid, in my
Okay.
opinion,
Sure.
my honest opinion. Um, I want to talk about a certain lizard
Damn.
who decided to post a selfie on the
Right.
internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked horrible. I'm talking about the one, the only, the Zuck.
The Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Mark
Yeah.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
His last name's
Zuckerberg.
Burger.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
What a great guy. His head looks like a burger.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg is pushing for Meta.
Metaverse.
Yeah, he's losing billions of dollars. We all know that this is going to be a failure. Everyone can see it.
And
Everyone's
he's
mothers
riding
can
that
see it.
train.
Everyone's grandmothers can see it. And yeah, just like Mike said, he's riding on this train. It's like, no, fam, it's gonna make money. It's gonna make money.
It's gonna make
It's gonna make money one day.
20 years from now. It's gonna make money.
No, fam. Wait. I'm gonna say it right now. Still
What?
alive. 2069. I'll come back to this conversation, and I'll say
2069.
exactly.
So that will be how many years? Like 47?
Who knows how many years? Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'll come back to this conversation, and we'll see how far Meta's come.
Okay.
I don't expect them to be relevant in that time, but yeah.
Just like us, we won't be relevant in that time.
Hey, fam, we're never relevant.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're right.
So our good friend, the Zuck.
Bizarre.
Yeah. I'm not shouting him out. Doesn't deserve a shout out. Um, could have easily saved himself and redeemed himself this week. After posting a hideous photo, he could have just been like, you know what, guys? It's terrible. Yep, let's cancel this project. Everyone's laughing. Our stock prices are going down. Our share value is going down. Our money's going down. But
But no,
no. What does he do? Is like,
you double down.
he doubled down. He's like, no. That's a prototype. Here's the upgraded graphics. The update. We updated from like me graphics to Switch graphics.
Yeah. Looks like Wii Sports Resort.
Fam, it's like you know when I'm gonna give you the comparison. You know like when Wii Sports Resorts character model looks like,
Yeah.
and then you saw the new Nintendo Switch Sports. Like you see the upgrading character graphics.
Right.
That's practically the same amount of upgrade that like Mark Zuckerberg did.
To an extent, yeah, I guess.
Dude,
But if you
I have
say that, you're
seen.
giving him too much credit.
I'm not giving him any credit, fam. I'm not giving any credit. It's because it still looks ugly.
Yeah, it still
Dude,
does
like
look
how
very
much
good.
money you pumping out and look, this is the best you can do.
Yeah. I mean, it's
He said
pumping
it's in a
like
beta,
millions
but
and
like
billions.
I've seen like thousands of betas
They
that
look better than this.
look way better with less money.
Of course. I mean, like what? Nintendo can make a game that looks exactly like this, and they probably
Dude, he could
earn
have
like a
outsourced it to
percent of
Nintendo.
that.
He could have outsourced it to Nintendo.
You really could actually. Just go, hey Nintendo,
Yeah,
make
and do you know
us
who I feel sorry for?
game.
No,
What?
I don't feel sorry for them.
Like, okay, well, I don't know who that is, but okay.
You said game, didn't you?
No, I'm like, I just said out, make us a game.
Oh, no, okay. No, do you, I thought you said game, and I was like, no, I don't feel sorry for game. Do you know who I actually feel sorry for?
Who?
I feel sorry for Europeans. Because Mark Zuckerberg was like, this shit's coming to Europe.
Like what first?
No,
Or like just
like
in
you know,
general?
because the selfie was to
Oh yeah,
promote like
because it was in the Eiffel Tower and whatever else was in the background
exactly. I
of
think
the
it's the
original
Taj
photo.
Mahal. No, I don't think so. No,
Feels
it's
like a
definitely
church or something.
no, it definitely is. Is it the Sistine Chapel?
Chief, I
Who
don't
knows
even know
what
what
is
it
it? Who
is.
knows what it is? But basically, right?
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you guys. I'm not slandering on Europe, right? Because like everyone's like I'm slandering on Mark Zuckerberg himself.
Right.
But yeah, but because like when you slander on like articles, it looks like you're slandering on Europe as well because it says Europe.
I guess.
Nah, I like you. I like Europeans. I like you guys.
You guys are pretty pog.
Yeah, Italians. You guys like you guys make pizza. You know, pizza's great. The French, you guys make baguettes. Baguettes are great. The UK, I don't know what you guys make, but you guys are great.
Alright. Anyone else you want to shout out? Any other countries?
Um, yeah. Well, I'm gonna shout out my boy Germany for having a cool flag. Yeah,
Alright. Good enough, I guess.
yeah. Man, Mark Zuckerberg should just take the L and give up, bro.
I mean, at this rate, do you think he will? He's not.
Fam, he just should, fam.
You should, but it's like he's
Dude,
like. Do you know
this
the
guy
thing where
won't
it's
give
like,
up. This guy won't give up. I know he's like, bro, I'm just gonna keep pushing for it, right?
yeah,
Fam, like, I'll tell you what, fam.
what?
Like, give me $10, right? And
Right?
I'll make something better than what Mark Zuckerberg has made in all these money.
Probably.
I can make something better. You give me $10, I can buy 2 pieces of bread. I can buy some like cheese, put them together, put it in the in a grill. Oh, there you go, a grilled cheese sandwich. And that doesn't even cost me $10. Like I'll just do it for $10. And I
Yeah,
invented like I made something great. I don't know how much money you made. Terrible.
I think like Mark Zuckerberg's in the phase where he's like, I've already, I'm already this far in. I'm not, I'm not,
Yeah, but like if you
yeah.
think about it,
Might as well
I don't
continue.
even I don't even like, but you, but like see like when someone thinks of like how do I say this? When
What?
someone thinks of like a rich person, right?
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg never comes to my head first.
Okay.
It's always like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like yeah, and then like Mark Zuckerberg might come on like my fifth or sixth pick, even though I don't know how much he is actually worth. You know, if he's actually like, considered in the top three. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So basically, I don't think he's got enough money to keep throwing money down the drain in this
Maybe,
project.
I'm not
So
sure.
if it does not, because if it does not make money, right?
Yeah. It's just gonna.
Exactly. Like yes, he gets revenue from Facebook, but instead, what you do is like all you have to do, right?
Yeah.
Is just take the L, use all the money that you're supposedly using for Meta, and just upgrade Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, just add just add Roblox to Facebook. There you go. There's a metaverse.
No, don't do that. We don't need it. We don't need to make a metaverse. We need to just like upgrade Facebook. Like upgrade Facebook or make another app like and integrate with Facebook. Like I don't know. Facebook. Yeah, I know it's the meme because boomers use Facebook. That's the meme that everyone's going on with, right?
Yeah.
But like you can like do so much and just like make it better
Right.
with all the money that you have. Like you can just make it better. I don't know why you would not do that. Like that's such a smart option because you know that Facebook is still good. It's used worldwide. You know it's already a success. So just upgrading a success is a success plus success. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just make it better.
Exactly. It's like you already have a successful product. Just upgrading it, it's just more success. It
Like
just always equals success.
here's a way to improve it. Just don't like for the Oculus Quest. Don't need Facebook. There you go. Boom. There's an improvement.
Yeah, but the Oculus Quest is like pretty much like it's already like I wouldn't touch Oculus Quest because it's related to metaverse. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you probably need to log into the metaverse when you want to go into the Oculus
Mm.
Quest.
Speaking
But
of
it's I don't know. Yeah.
headsets, a competing marketer, TikTok, has decided to go out and I believe purchase like uh, Pico headsets, Pico VR headsets, from what I understand, and that
Yes.
they're trying to make their own like quote unquote metaverse. So
Are they?
guys, we don't need this.
Because we don't need metaverses.
We don't need like obviously their one won't be called metaverse because like Facebook has that
Yeah.
term now, but we don't need this. God damn it, guys.
It's gonna be called
You
TikTok
guys, you
V.
guys are competing against the stupidest things. The companies are competing against each other for NFTs. You got companies competing basically for like a virtual universe. You guys are
Yeah.
stupid as.
It is quite dumb.
Exactly. You guys could be competing against other stuff like which is more impactful. You can legit use this money to save people's lives if you just don't use the money and donate it. You can use it if you're gonna throw money into the fire. Might as well throw money into something more useful like donations.
I mean, yeah, but that'd be smart
I know.
or resourceful.
Mm.
Yeah, and which companies nowadays are like not that.
Mm. Dude, we're like advancing so fast because now the more I think about it, it's like they just want to make money. We get that. But like
Yeah.
what they're envisioning is like in a few years time everyone's probably going to have like a virtual like machine in their house. Everyone will have like a virtual headset in their house. That's what they're envisioning.
Right.
That's what they're envisioning, but I don't see it. I don't see like every day I wake up and I put on a headset in order to go to work. Like, I don't see that. That shit's stupid as hell.
Right. Definitely. I mean, like what VR has been out for a couple of years and already still very niche.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. Like I mean like they want to use like VR into the real world. Like at the moment VR is like mainly quote unquote right used
Yeah.
for gaming and get pretty much mainly for used for gaming. There are other uses. I'm not saying it's not used for other stuff. I'm just saying it's mainly known for gaming.
Yeah, but I'm just using that as kind of like an example. Like,
Right, but what I'm saying is they want
yeah.
to transition it into an everyday life activity where you do all
Well,
your things into a in the virtual reality, virtual world.
yeah. And they like cost over like hundreds of dollars. Yeah, no.
But do you get what I'm saying? Like they want to transition. Like you no longer work in this world, you work in the virtual world.
Yeah. Which is, I don't think that's gonna go out well at
Fam,
all.
fam, like you're gonna tell me eat the virtual food. That's not gonna make me full, fam.
That reminds me. That reminds me of like that SpongeBob episode where what Karen makes plankton like there's what's the word like that meat and stuff, but it's all just like what's the word just virtual. It's not actual real.
God.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I don't know. I just wanted to
Fam.
say that.
Oh man, this is so stupid. And this is like again, like this is just the acceleration of technology. You what, dude? It's like when I envision in technology, right? The
Right.
growth of VR, I don't see it like this year to next 5 year, everyone will have a VR virtual reality headset in their home. I don't see that
No,
happening in 5 years. I don't even see that happening in 10 years, fam.
I don't see that happening in the next like 30 years.
Yeah, but obviously yeah, because like everyone thinks like, oh, the growth is gonna be crazy. Because when the first like smartphone came out, in a few years, everyone was using smartphone. They thought that this would be the same thing, basically. The virtual headset, a few years time, everyone's gonna be using that.
Well, yeah, but one's much more useful than the other.
At the moment, yes, right.
Yeah,
But if we can integrate a way where virtual reality, right, can be used more than just like for a gaming and social interactions, right? Then yes, I
yeah.
get we can use it, right? But no one like we're not going to start creating like you can start building houses in the virtual. That is stupid.
So they're basically trying to make a solution to a problem that doesn't exist.
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like yes, there I don't know. There can be like so many like uh uses for virtual reality. I don't know what the uses are, right?
Right.
I don't know if you want to like I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
I
But
mean,
what
you
I'm
could
saying is
use
like I don't want to start saying like you you can like build a house in the virtual and live in the virtual world. Yeah, but that's stupid as I'm already living in a house right now.
right
Why do I need to live in a virtual world? Like what does it accomplish?
nothing.
Exactly.
I was gonna say you could use like virtual reality and all this stuff for like I've seen it like used for like there's like an application where you could like see like placing down furniture to see if it fits in your house and
Yeah,
stuff like
that's
that.
cool. That stuff's
Yeah,
cool. You know what I'm saying?
right. That's also kind of niche, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, no, but like I'm saying,
Yeah,
you can use it for like what's it called? Use it for like
other things.
training. You can use it for what else? You can use it for like how do you say it? Maybe you could use it for like if you're gonna do like scientific like experiments. Maybe you could see like chemical reactions and stuff that you won't have like if you don't have the materials. You know what I mean? So it can visualize on what would happen. You can use it for teaching. Maybe like if someone's like a visual learner, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, but like I don't see it being used
for that.
for like I don't like I don't see like I don't see where Mark Zuckerberg or like basically TikTok recently, right? Where like they're generating like there is no hype around this shit.
I mean, there's no hype surrounding the people. There's hype around the companies, but I don't know, not nothing.
Yeah, I know there's no hype. Like as in like they'll post something and then like there is like like you get clowned on.
Basically,
You will legit get either clowned on for doing this or like no one's talking about this except for the people who are clowning on them.
yeah.
Hmm. I don't know. This stuff is really stupid, but like it's hilarious. Again,
I mean, it's funny seeing people just burn up
right?
their
But
money.
see, the problem is like, right? If this fails and like it legit bankrupts Mark Zuckerberg's company, basically, right?
Right.
Then Facebook as a whole falters,
Yeah, of course.
which would be a huge loss, I believe, in like the just like as in like the technological aspect or like the application world. Like that is
Like social
huge.
media.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That is
Yeah.
huge.
I mean, it'd be kind of like what's the word? Like self-induced, I guess.
Yeah, it's self-inflicted. Like it's what's it called? Self-inflicted wounds and like self-destruct. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, do you know how much information is stored on that? Like the loss of
Ah,
information
a
is
lot.
huge, huge. It's like when you know when like everyone's talking about Internet of Things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like the Facebook is like a huge ass database
Yeah.
that like will store so much information.
And
You know what I'm
probably
saying?
breaches and many privacy stuff.
But yeah, I get we get that. Like that's another whole topic, right? But if I'm saying is if like Facebook like disappears, all that information disappears.
I mean, would it disappear?
I mean, where would you get it? Like where would you go and get it?
I
Like
mean,
as
it'd
in like
still be on a database, I'm assuming. Would it? But would it still be protected?
no, I'm saying if like the Facebook app like shuts down, is deleted, completely gone.
Right.
The only place that would have access to the data is like the
Facebook.
Zuck,
Yeah.
basically,
Or
and his
remains of
company.
the company.
Yeah,
Or if anything
basically,
absorbs
right,
it.
right, right. But what I'm saying is like you won't have access to it.
No, I won't.
Sorry, my bad. I was just
But
coughing.
most, but other people could. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. But like I'm
So,
saying, like imagine you posted like photos a couple years back, but you deleted them off your phone, but you can still go and access them via like the social media app you posted on, which we're talking about is Facebook at this moment, right?
Right.
If you lose those, you've pretty much lost that, right?
Right.
I'm not talking about how anyone else gets it. We're not discussing like any privacy laws, anything like that, right? I'm just
Sure.
discussing the loss that you feel is immense. The loss that you would have.
I mean, I wouldn't personally lose anything, but yeah.
Not you, I'm not saying us. I'm saying like other people. Like the loss that they
Yeah.
would feel is immense. The data that you lose is immense. Like imagine if like Gmail crashed. Like Gmail was gone.
Well, yeah, that's
One of the world's biggest like mailing, like so many companies rely on this emailing system.
yeah,
So much stuff relies on it. Like that loss would be catastrophic.
sure. I'd say that's lost is more catastrophic than Facebook.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm because I think they're huge two different things, right? But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is like the loss of Facebook would still be huge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I want Mark Zuckerberg to think before he goes any further, fam. At the moment, we know
Yeah,
he's
right.
losing so much money, right?
Right.
At the moment, right? But like, as long as he knows he's got the funds, he'll just keep going. As long as like when he reaches a critical point, I think he should stop. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
I think he should have just stopped earlier anyway. That's actually my actual opinion. Dude, like someone should just chuck him these nuts jerk at Mark Zuckerberg just to make him realize, like, hey yo, I think I'm stupid. That's what you should do.
I mean, I don't know if it would convince him, but it'd be funny.
Yeah,
No,
but it's
I don't
stupid.
think. I think he's just gonna run himself down down a bankruptcy hole.
Let's hope not, because um,
Unless like other companies like, yeah, the metaverse, let's give him money or something like that.
yeah, no, I don't think like,
I hope not.
yeah,
I'm looking at whatchamacallit, Square Enix.
no, Square Enix is a lost company, fam. These guys are investing in NFTs. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean though, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if they start investing
I
in
would
this stuff.
love to, I would love to know how much the Oculus is invested as well into this metaverse stuff.
It's probably it's probably like what's the word, like
A lot.
probably has stuff like it's probably as the metaverse is being developed, it's probably like has integration and shit
No, I agree with you that I'm just saying like how much money they offered like Facebook, or how much money that Facebook offered them. You know what I'm
to
saying?
buy them.
To get together. You know what I'm saying?
Not sure because I
That
mean
that's
they
that's that's the interesting bit. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, if the metaverse fails, I think it has a huge impact on the Oculus like VR headset, right?
yeah
You wouldn't think that the Oculus would like pull out of the deal. They'd be like, no, fam, this like this is not what we agreed upon. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Mm.
Wait, does I have to search it up for just because I was interested, like the
Yeah,
Oculus
yeah, yep.
Quest? When I search, apparently they changed the name of it. It's called a Meta Quest now.
Of course, bro.
So
I'm not talking about the
you
Quest. I'm
know,
talking about like the company that makes the producer the headset.
yeah. But I mean, it's like they're owned by Meta and whatnot.
All
So I
right.
wouldn't be surprised if they're just like it's all intertwined. They'll like give each other money and whatnot.
Ah, man.
They're shaking hands like, yes, we're about to bankrupt each other. Let's go. Without
Yep.
realizing. Yeah. I mean, hopefully not, but
Yeah, no,
yeah.
These guys that care about the money.
It's funny. They only care about the money, yet they're losing money.
Yeah, but like Mark Zuckerberg's like, you've got to lose money to make money. That's probably his quote.
Yeah. But the
He's
thing is,
probably
I
got
don't.
it hung up in his bedroom somewhere. He's like, you got to lose money to make money.
The thing is, he thinks he's gonna make more money than he. You know what I mean? He expects
Yeah,
more money than he's
that's
gonna
what I'm
get.
saying. The loss now, he's like, it's minimal.
It's not.
It's not, fam. It's like it's minimal for the gains. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking, or like that's the thought process, right?
I don't know why, but when you said gains, I just imagined like Mark Zuckerberg flexing the gains.
Buff Mark Zuckerberg.
That'd be a cursed image.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's a thing.
What I'm saying is like I'm not talking about like the gains. Like I'm talking about
Like
like
monetary.
yeah, I'm talking about monetary gains.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. I don't know why that was the
No,
first
I
thing
get
that came
you,
to
because
mind. Yeah.
it's funny as hell. Um, what what I mean is like those gains are probably in like 100 years time. But do you have the
Probably.
money to chuck at 100 years? That's like what I say. If it's gonna succeed, it'll be 100 years time.
Kind of just chucking money down a hole and seeing
Yeah,
what
but you
happens.
see, I want you to think about something, right?
Right.
Let's say we are waiting for 100 years time, right?
Right.
Don't you think by that time, right? Now this is hypothetical, right? I don't know anything that's gonna
Okay.
happen in 100 years, right?
Sure.
Wouldn't you think like virtual reality headsets would be outdated?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So like, because I don't see us like, because like, if he wants to make money, right? Like, the success of this has to be within the next 10 years, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Right. But I don't see people jumping on to join a virtual world, right?
Right.
With shitty graphics. Because you only think about something. I would love to join a virtual world and like be able to see another country, right?
Right.
Like that would be cool as, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But if I open up my computer and I go Google Maps and like I just select a location and I just start scrolling through Google Maps, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's already looks so much better than like the graphics that Mark Zuckerberg is throwing on like
Metaverse.
Metaverse. Exactly. What I'm saying is like, imagine you put it on. He said it's going to Europe, dude. Imagine you going to you go to Europe and like you're looking at Europe in like me graphics, Roblox graphics, bro, bro. Like for me,
uh.
like it would be so cool if I can walk down in like Paris. That would be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love to legit walk down and like see firsthand. That'd be cool as. You know what I mean? But
I'll give
like,
you.
if it's gonna be terrible graphics, then I'm gonna like, fam. This doesn't look like Paris. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say I'll give you a virtual plane ticket. uh.
Fam, like I can just legit look up Google Maps and just go. But
Yeah.
okay,
Scroll and look around.
yeah, because like
Or just play Jago. So.
let's say like, because I believe like in 100 years time that we probably will have like some crazy ass technology that we can't even
Yeah.
think of right now.
Like our brains will be like linked to the virtual world
That'd be crazy.
or stuff like that.
No, what would be crazy is that if you can like link your like record your dreams, like, as you know, your dreams, you put it on
Damn.
like, yeah, and then record it so you can watch it later. That'd be crazy. I'd love to see that, record dreams. That would be crazy.
That'd be pretty cool.
Mm.
So you now you so instead of like waking up and like forgetting most of it, you just be like, alright, I'm gonna watch my dream whilst I eat breakfast or something. How long do you reckon to be though?
I don't know. It
Do you reckon to
depends.
be like
It depends. It depends.
like on the dream, I guess?
Right. But I'd love to
Anyways,
just
yeah.
see it because like there are so many like ideas that you can get out of your dreams and stuff that like are crazy as, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see like there's so many possibilities we can
I
see.
mean, yeah. That's like with advancing technology.
Exactly. But like I said, like the more we advance, the more like,
Stuff gets outdated.
yes, stuff does get outdated. That's not the issue. The issue then becomes like um companies will try and start exploiting other stuff for money. Like that's
Oh
what's
yeah.
gonna happen. That is 100% gonna happen. Like it's happening in front of us
As we speak.
with virtual reality, and it's happening with well, it's not really happening with virtual currency, but like, yeah, pretty much it is actually. We consider NFTs. Yes, it is happening pretty much in virtual currency. So every new thing that comes out, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know,
Just
fam.
I mean, look, you give a company like what? Like you give it like a meter, it'll take 50. So it's like you give them anything and they'll take more of
Yeah,
it.
no, obviously
Try
that's not.
exporting it.
Mm-mm. Yeah, but I'd love to like what's it called? I'd love to have like an auto translation, so uh, you can just like
Like seamlessly speak
no,
to someone.
no, as in like you wear headphones and then like you hear everything in the language you want to hear.
Well,
That'd
yeah.
be crazy.
I
All
mean,
of it coming in. Yeah,
that's
that'd be
technically seamless.
yeah, and just, everyone
Yeah,
just wears it so they can understand. That'd be crazy. That'd be like one of the coolest things I reckon. I don't know if we can get there 100 years, but that would be cool. Like that would like because just to like reduce language barriers would be insane, man. Because then it would allow like cooperation between different like countries
right.
and different people would be insane.
I mean, I wouldn't
Insane.
be surprised if stuff like that gets developed because it's like what 20 years ago we wouldn't even be able to talk on like on these devices. You know what I mean? So it's like technology
Right, fam. But if you
keeps
consider our
advancing.
current translation capabilities, right?
It's kind of underwhelming.
Thanks to Google Translate, we'll just use them as an example.
Yeah,
It's not good. A.
yeah. I mean,
Well, let's just say,
it's alright.
I want you to just consider this, right?
Yeah,
Right. If we're gonna talk about like translation via like typing needs, it's not as bad as you make it out to seem. You know what I mean?
right.
Unless you look up on the internet how to make Google Beatbox.
Huh? What do you-
If you look up on the internet how to make Google Beatbox, you can use Google Translate to make someone beatbox.
okay.
But what I'm talking about is like if you what I need is like for instance, you know the one where you can speak and it will translate it in words.
Yeah, like yeah. I understand.
That okay, that works to a certain degree, but then if you think about it, you've got people with the world like different accents, right? And you've got some people with like a very thick accent to like people with like thin accent, as in like an American speaking English is totally different to a British speaking English, totally different to an Australian speaking English, totally different to like who knows who else speaking English. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
then it'll translate the words completely wrong.
Yeah, you'd need like
And this is just for all languages. Like if you got like different people speaking different languages and their level of degree varying accent completely changed can screw up like our current translating application devices. So
yeah,
that's why our application translating does not work properly. You know what I mean?
right.
Because it
It
just goes
on
off like the standard one person's recording. If you got to at least do 100 people to 1,000 people like recordings of their voice, so we can get the variation of accents across each language.
yeah, I was gonna say something like that and like machine learning. So it like learns that and like applies
Yeah,
it.
yeah, obviously, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But we already got machine learning in the process. It's just like I don't.
Or I
It's
mean a
just like
more advanced version.
mm. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know, like one that maybe goes, oh, I recognize this accent,
Mm.
and then it recognizes the words to a better extent or something. I don't
Yep.
know.
All right. Enough about like accents, words,
Technology.
technology. Um, let's talk about some still technology. Let's talk about
Well,
some
everything's
PlayStation.
about technology, actually.
PlayStation. Let's talk about PlayStation.
Sure.
Yeah. So there's a PlayStation being sued for billions of dollars
Yeah.
for my boy here, Mike will read us some of their points. Um, yep.
Uh,
And I think it's I don't know if they've got any claim. I don't know if they've got any things. It's in relation to the PS online store.
oh, okay. Okay, I know what it's for.
And Mike, would you read off some of the points, and we'll discuss if they've got claims. In my opinion, when I read it earlier this week, I don't think they had any claims or any bounds.
All right. So they're getting sued for in the Aussie dollar, it's 8.5 billion.
Yep, not about the money. I just want the
Yeah.
points. I want the points.
because they're ripping off people by overcharging for games and microtransactions.
Yep, I understand that, but I want their
Yeah.
points.
So their points is basically
Let's
they
go.
believe has kind of they believe the people suing them that they've abused their position and ripped off their customers, and since they are just like and because the where it's getting the lawsuit is occurring in the UK, so and in the UK that's the biggest industry, gaming. So they assume they're what they're saying is basically Sony is costing people millions of dollars for overcharging them on their own kind of platform.
Okay, I agree. I
Yeah.
just I understand because sometimes I see their games um creation, but I want the arguments.
So
So like an argument would be a near monopoly. That'd be an argument. Dominates the distribution of PlayStation games. These are the type of arguments I need.
I mean, they haven't said words like that. They kind of just said words
Fam, they do.
like.
I'm
I
legit.
mean, I have an article in front of me.
I've got another article in front of me.
I mean, it doesn't mention anything like what you're telling me. They can say they say allegedly Sony's charging a
Okay, here.
30%
I'll
commission.
give you the
I can say
points and
that.
we'll argue over them. Okay.
Sure,
So Somanet dominates the digital distribution of games in-game content. Has developed an. That's the first point. So let's discuss that point.
sure.
What do we think of that?
So Sony kind of just monopolizes. Is that what they mean?
Yeah, what they're saying is that Sony owns the digital distribution of PlayStation games and content.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, who else is going to sell them? Sony is PlayStation. Like, who else is going to sell them? Are you expecting a third party to sell them? Like, that's my question. That's point number one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, what are you expecting Xbox to sell PlayStation games? That's my question. Like, why are we only talking about Sony when Xbox pretty much does the same thing?
Yeah. So Xbox, Nintendo,
Xbox,
the
Nintendo. Okay, that's
Epic.
okay.
Yeah.
That destroys your. That completely destroys the first point.
Right.
Okay, next point. It developed an anti-competitive strategy which was resulting in excessive prices to customers that are all out of proportion to the cost of Sony providing its services. Meaning, prices are high.
Okay.
Meaning that well, not meaning. Doesn't Sony have the rights to set a set their own prices for selling?
Yeah.
I want them to think about this. If I go into a store and I see them set a price, I'm gonna be like, well, if I don't agree with the price, like, what do you want me to do? I'm not going to buy the item. There is no other place to buy the item from. Like, we're saying that Sony has one spot to buy all digital games, and we're also saying that Sony's prices are high because you can't buy it from someone else. That's what we're saying,
Yeah.
basically. But that's pretty
Basically.
much with all other gaming consoles at the moment. So I don't know why we're bagging Sony about this,
Yeah.
and I don't know what would you consider high. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what would you consider excessive
What?
prices.
$70, $60. I mean, because this is from the UK, we don't know the
I'm
exact
not. I'm not
pricing.
talking about. I'm not talking about price. I'm talking like what I'm saying is like what are we considering high because of the fact that Sony is the only digital distribution. We can't compare it to other digital distributions. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Sony's $10 higher than the next market, but who is the next market? Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't say that the prices are excessive. That's what I'm trying to get at. For instance, if you see a company buying bread, selling bread for $2, and a company selling the same bread for $10, then you say this guy's price is excessively high.
Yeah.
Whereas in Sony's case, you're basically saying there is one place to buy your PS Digital stores, and what we're saying is that their price is excessively high. Okay, but where are we comparing it to the physical release? If we're comparing to the physical release, there are multiple places where you can buy physical release games, right?
Yeah.
Which I completely
Yes, sir.
agree, which I understand. Fair enough, completely fair enough. However, why are we only bagging Sony about this? So I'm not trying to defend Sony because I think sometimes they do have pretty high prices, but I'm also like not defending. I don't think that's a basis to throw an argument, because that's pretty stupid.
Right.
Okay. Sony has a new monopoly.
A new monopoly?
New monopoly. I
Oh,
mean,
near.
fam,
Well, like right next to Nintendo's monopoly and Xbox's monopoly.
that's again stupid. Um,
I feel like if you went with Nintendo, you would have probably had a better argument.
yep. Sony is the only place to have a 30% take.
Yeah,
Well,
that's also mentioned on my one.
30
On my
percent.
article.
I mean, like, well, storefronts gonna take money. Like, there is no like
Yeah, I mean, yeah, how do you make money?
exactly. It's like Apple takes a percent, Epic Games takes a percent, Steam takes a percent, Xbox probably takes a percent. Everyone takes a perspect.
Mm,
Um, yeah. So that's all I can say from what I understand.
right.
Those are the arguments. Um, my thoughts. If you're gonna hit Sony, you've got to hit all the companies. That's A. That's A. Um, B. That's pretty much like in my opinion, right? If you're gonna hit Sony for doing this, right? Then why are we hitting Xbox?
Yeah, I mean, they should be probably hit everyone at this rate with
Why?
this.
Why are we hitting? Why are we hitting? Why are we hitting PlayStation? Why are we hitting Steam? Why are we? Why aren't we hitting all of these? If there is a proper reason, like for me, right? I'm not in
Yeah,
support or defense of Sony, nor am I in support or defense of like the lawsuit argument, right?
right.
What I'm saying is that I'm gonna give you my opinion, and if this is if they want to go down that road, right?
Sure.
If you want to take into consideration, right, this article, whatever, not article, this lawsuit, the only path you can possibly go down is the fact that they could say something like the new PlayStation 5 console has like a disk drive and a diskless drive version. Considering that if you purchase the diskless drive, you get an unfair. You have like a huge loss as you are only purchasing from the PlayStation Store, making the only source where you could purchase games.
Basically.
That is your front of attack. That's the only front of attack you can say, because on that you'd be like, well, I can only purchase from Sony. Whereas this article's stupid because you can be like, Sony's like, well, if you don't want to buy from the online store, you can go buy from the physical store.
Yeah, and it's
Maybe you
also a
can get it for
choice.
what? What did
I
you
was
say?
gonna say
Sorry.
you could also. I mean, you can also buy. You know how we were just saying the discless version.
Hmm.
It's a choice. You don't have to buy just that
Exactly. What
one.
I'm saying is
Yeah.
that you could. That's the argument you can send down on
Yeah,
Sony's route, right? This
but then you
reminds
could
me of like
also
the Apple versus Epic Games
Epic.
debate. Not Epic Game. Yeah,
Right.
Epic Games.
Yeah, it was Epic. Yeah.
But the difference was that Epic Games was like, hey yo, we want to be able to make another storefront. You know what I'm
In your
saying? To sell.
storefront.
But this is not. We're not talking about the storefront. We never said like. What we're saying is like, yes, we are. So we are talking about the storefront, right? On the online storefront, right?
Right.
But we're also talking about like they're charging excessively high prices. But like, fam, if you compare like every time a game releases on PlayStation, the same price on Xbox online digital store, the same price is pretty much on the Nintendo eShop. It's all the same
Yeah.
prices. So if you're comparing on different console prices, all the same, right? If you're comparing only on PlayStation, there is no other market to compare unless you're comparing physical games. But even then, like stores like charge whatever game they want, right?
Right.
Because so, in my opinion, Sony can easily defend this and be like, yo, if you look at, our competitors, Xbox and Nintendo. Xbox has its own like near monopoly on the
Storefront.
Xbox game, and like
Yeah,
Nintendo has its own near monopoly on its
Nintendo is its own monopoly.
basically.
Yeah,
And then like if well like that's what it should go down. Like why are we being the only one attacked? Like yes, I get it. If you want them to lower their 30% charge, right?
right.
Well then I'm gonna be honest. I don't think the 30% charge has an impact on the game's release price, and I'll give you the reason why. Right?
Wait, sorry, did you repeat that?
Okay, I'm gonna say I don't think that PlayStation. I might be stupid saying this. I don't think like PlayStation has like it says like a 30% charge on each like purchase that you practically make. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, each commission, yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this: if PlayStation has 30% charge, why is this price the same as Xbox?
Uh,
Does Xbox also have a 30% charge? Like that would be the only
uh,
reason that their prices match. Because I want you to think about
I would.
something. If if something releases $10 on PlayStation, $10 on Xbox, right?
Yeah,
You'd have like a 30% charge would be $13, right?
yeah,
Okay. So let's say PlayStation ones cost $13, and then Xbox's one cost I don't know, right? Because I don't know how much percentage the Xbox takes, right?
right.
But Xbox price is pretty much nearly matches PlayStation's price. I'm gonna think about that. If Xbox's one nearly matches PlayStation's price, yeah,
Yeah,
then they'd both be $13. Bro, like when like a game releases on PlayStation, a practically nearly identical price is placed on Xbox's one. Yet we are claiming in this article I'm reading, we are claiming that Epic is the only other storefront that charges a 30% price. This is a
which is,
bold what?
I was gonna say, which is kind of a could be false statement.
That's what I'm saying. This is like, I'm not saying this is a bold statement you're writing because that
Yeah,
means you haven't investigated Xbox or Nintendo at all.
right.
So, in my opinion, right, from this lawsuit or like Sony's being sued, I'm gonna state it right here. I think this lawsuit is, in my opinion, needs to be refined, and all the arguments need to be re not invented but rethought
It
in
might just be
order.
dropped because of that.
What?
It might just get dropped because of just that fact that they have to like reestablish it.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying, yes, they can push. Go ahead, push. You can go ahead, push, right? And
Yeah,
I don't disagree that PlayStation prices are pretty expensive, right? But so are
right.
Xbox's prices, so are Nintendo's prices. So why are we only bagging the one company? PlayStation can easily defend this if they want. If the I don't know who's suing them, right?
It's
Yeah,
let me
don't.
double check.
It's like a company or a person. I'm not too sure.
Something from UK. That's
Yes,
what I know. Yeah,
I agree. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest, like you need to go back and reevaluate your lawsuit. And if you're gonna challenge Sony, you've got to challenge Xbox and Microsoft. You cannot challenge Steam because Steam is not the only one in the market. Because Epic is now in the market.
yeah.
And, I mean, you can challenge Apple, but like, I don't think it's gonna be that. I don't know,
I don't think there's a point to be honest.
right? But to be fair, right, I want if
Because it
you're
just went
yeah,
through a thing about it. Yeah,
if you're gonna purchase a PlayStation console, you know that you're gonna use the PS storefront.
yeah,
If you're
definitely.
purchasing an Xbox console, you're using the Xbox storefront or the Microsoft storefront. You purchase a Nintendo, you're using the Nintendo eShop. If by some miracle, right, that
Right.
like this lawsuit ends up winning, so you're saying is that like now that PlayStation will probably file a lawsuit against Nintendo and Microsoft saying, "Yo, we are the." If you're saying that we are the only one that has a new monopoly, them too, right? Then we're gonna
Right.
have this weird thing where in the future, right? Whereas there are gonna be multiple storefronts of multiple what's it called companies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. on multiple devices.
Okay. Which will be weird as hell because imagine if you're a PlayStation, right? And then you log in and you see a Microsoft storefront. That'll be weird as hell, right?
Yeah, that would.
Now, the only reason there are two reasons. There is some good things and bad things, right?
Right.
The good thing is that means that if there are multiple storefronts, there'll be competing prices. That means like they'll be like, all right, we got to roll our prices for more customers, but like, all right, we got to give more exclusive things. We got to do this. So that's always a good thing, right?
Right.
The bad thing is, you're right. I
Yeah.
don't know how like you would handle, for instance, if I purchase like if I have like a Microsoft storefront on a PlayStation, right?
Right.
Because it's a Microsoft storefront, I should have access to all Microsoft games in the Microsoft storefront, right?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. Then I'm basically like going to have see some Xbox exclusive games example on the storefront. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it makes imagine having the Nintendo eShop and then you see all these Nintendo games. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the
Especially on like,
exactly.
imagine seeing that on the Xbox.
Mm.
Yeah, this
So
doesn't make
what they
sense.
I think they're trying to make a third party storefront. That's what I think they're trying to do, right? Like you start seeing third party
Like,
storefronts, but then it'll be
well, that's
like,
basically Steam and Epic.
yeah, exactly. We'll probably see Steam and Epic storefronts, but like again, I don't know how it works on these consoles. Like I don't understand how it's gonna work. Like you buy a console because like you know what I mean?
Right.
Because and you know you're gonna use that storefront. You made that executive decision that you're gonna purchase this console and you're gonna use this storefront. It's basically saying you buy a PlayStation and you know you're gonna only purchase PlayStation discs. You're not gonna purchase Xbox discs.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. The basis on this argument is kind of weak,
Yeah.
and it feels like it's gonna fumble.
No, this is definitely fumbled. Okay. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Um,
Yeah.
let's continue along. So our Pokemon expert here wants to talk about the release of the latest
Okay,
Pokemon
new
trailer.
trailer. I'll
Okay.
keep this quick and short because the trailer was short, like less than a minute long.
Go ahead. Give us some of your thoughts. Give us your takeaway.
Okay.
And
Okay. Goods and
make it sound
bad.
epic.
Goods. There was a new Pokemon.
That's nice.
Its name
Always
was
good.
Sizzler. It looks cool. Looks simple. It just looks like a present version of the two legendaries, but it's not a legendary. It's like that's the easiest way to say it.
So
It
it's
looks
gonna
cool.
it's Sizzler.
Yeah, it's like the so you know how we're using the legendaries as like motorcycles. It's that, but for the NPCs. And it just looks like a more so of a normal Pokemon.
Sizzler. I can't get over the name. When I heard Sizzler, I'm like sizzle.
It's like a lizard bicycle. That's like the best way to describe it. But it's a motorcycle.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Dude, when I heard its
Uh,
name, I thought it was when you heard Sizzler, right?
yeah.
I thought like sizzle with a sound effect, like sizzles. So I'm like,
Sizzle.
oh, are we sizzling like some sausages on the grill or something? Then
That
my
is funny.
brain went there. I was like, what are we talking about here?
It's
It's all good. It's all good. I know.
what's the
Just
word?
making the meme.
Yeah, no. I just forgot the type. It's a dragon normal.
Hmm.
So, mixes well with I guess the others. And looks like a good Pokemon. They showed off items. I mean, cool I guess. It looks like it's gonna be for the competitive scene
Every
for the
every
most
every
part.
uh, every Pokemon's got items, fam. You throw a full
Yeah, but it's
restore and like it pisses you off because like your versing is like, oh, I got him on low. It's like psych.
I mean, it's like what's the word though? Uh, held item basically, like a item you can put on your Pokemon. I wasn't too interested in that,
That's
but
okay.
it makes sense because it was at the end of a tournament, like a competitive tournament, so it makes sense they were showing
Ah.
off that because it's like, oh, this is for the competitive scene, as we just had 10 competitive battles, and then
Uh,
they had like more info about the gimmick because I was still a bit confused about
yeah,
two things.
the one that like
You change
stuff.
type.
Yes, that's
I
kind of
like it. The thing is, so now they showed off basically because I just assumed when you attack it just adds that type, but no, you are that type because when like and a Pokemon attacks you, it applies that as if you're that typing. So, for instance, if you're a
Mm,
normal type versus a fighting type, and you turn into a ghost type, their fighting type move won't affect you because you're a ghost now.
got you.
That's like the easiest way to describe it. And then I did my second thought before because I was like, oh, that's cool, but a lot of Pokemon's moves, are for the first type they have originally.
Right.
So what would they have? And then they're like, nah, fam, here you go. It's called a, I think if I'm not mistaken, terrestrial beam or something.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't remember off the top of my head specifically,
All goods,
but
bro.
it's basically a move which whatever type you are in that gimmick, it just uses that type. So it's like so basically if you don't have that like if you don't have a move of that type, you do. So it's a good way of just like if that Pokemon doesn't have a lot of moves from that specific type, it has one now, like it's guaranteed. So that's a good thing. Other than that, it was a small trailer. I wasn't expecting much, and I was happy with it to be honest.
That's great. That's some great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah. That's good to hear.
yeah, but that was it. Was like a minute long, one Pokemon revealed, and then just like because it was just like because they also had like battles, so they had showed off the UI and all that. But it's like it's not that like relevant, I
It's
guess.
not.
Not that big of a
It's
deal.
not crazy.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy, but it's because like right after they had to give out the trophies, so it's like you don't expect anything too big.
Mm.
Yeah, so that was all. So it's a small trailer. It's good. I mean, small, concise, simple. Boom. That's it.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Um. Yeah. So that's some great Pokemon.
News,
Soon
I
be
guess.
released. We have a release date. Say it.
It's in November. I think it's November 18th.
Okay.
November 18th.
November
Yeah.
18th. You've heard it here. Yeah. We're not sponsored by Pokemon, so like.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, I'd like to.
yeah. Well, hey,
Okay,
Nintendo. You know.
just so we're clear, it's called Terra Blast. That's what the move's called. Just so we're clear on that.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to get spawns.
Hey,
I'll just say,
Nintendo. Hey, Nintendo, give us a free copy of the
Nintendo.
game. We'll review it.
Yeah, yeah, we'll review.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
review it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, okay.
uh,
And yeah. So as we said last time, we went and we ended up watching a few movies this weekend,
yep.
and we'll discuss our thoughts on them. So this will be
So,
a spoiler section. So spoiler for
spoiler.
Bullet Train, and we also watched Dragon Ball Superhero as well. So spoiler
Yeah,
for those two movies. If you've not seen them, spoiler.
especially since the Dragon Ball one doesn't have a global release. So, spoiler.
Spoiler.
Yeah,
Spoiler. All right, which one do you want to start with first?
I guess Bullet Train
All right,
since we watched that first.
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train is
Fantastic movie.
a really good movie.
Fantastic movie. A
It's
phenomenal movie. I think it works.
it's really
Start, middle,
funny.
end works.
It does really work.
The story is stupid, but it works.
It's stupid, but it's all intertwined with like all the characters.
Yeah, it's stupid, but
Yeah,
it works, fam.
yeah.
So basically, I'm gonna explain the story in a few sentences.
Go for
The
it.
whole movie takes place in this one train going from one point in Japan to another point in Japan.
Yep.
And basically everyone's trying to get their hands on this briefcase of money. And then as the movie progresses, we find out that yeah, everyone's got people got revenge against each other. People have got like vengeance. People got like some like secret motives, and the train just crashes at the end, basically.
Yeah, basically.
And that's how the story goes. That's pretty much it. Start, middle, end. That's it.
Very simple way of saying it.
Yeah, I told you. I'm gonna explain the movie, and that's pretty much it. Yep.
I guess.
Yep. Some great actors. Brad Pitt. Does Brad Pitt stuff.
Yeah.
Um.
So to say, do you remember the other actors' names?
He's like the main one in the cast, and then pretty much all the other actors pretty much did a solid job.
Yeah.
Characters are fantastic. I had a great time. Each character has its own motive, so that's kind of interesting. Makes them more believable instead of just being random NPC characters, basically.
Yeah, like they're
Um,
not one-sided.
exactly. Everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own reasoning. Yep. Um, and yeah, I think that's a great film.
The movie was fun.
Yeah,
It looked really nice just to look at, just visually.
yeah. Visually, it was great.
Yeah, and every character was like unique in the film, so that's a good thing too.
Yes.
And each character has a backstory which they go into, so it's like
Yeah, yeah. That's what it just said. But yeah,
yeah, I mean, but it's like I don't know, not a lot of films do the way it does it
yeah.
in
No,
a
no.
way.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree. I agree. Um,
yeah.
yeah. The film runtime is fine. 2 hours and 30 minutes works really well.
I feel like it'd be shorter, but then when I went in it just like when the film was gone, I'm like, damn, that was 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, though that was great. Yeah.
Thankfully, it's good though. It's not too long.
Mm. It works well because it allows you to introduce. It has enough time to introduce each character,
Yeah,
and then gives them a sizable amount of lore for each character.
yeah,
Yep.
and time.
And then yeah, and then like we got like a brief description as to why they're there for each character, and pretty much yeah.
And what they are.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, this was a great movie.
yeah, it was really good. Uh,
It's got a slow start, but then it picks up. Like yeah, it drags out a
yeah,
bit at the
yeah, it
start.
does.
Yeah, but that's just to fill in. Like once you get like some of the characters, because you just need a bit of the characters explanation. Once you get through some of those, like you pretty much like that's it. It just gets into
I
the
think
thick of things. You're like,
I think after
ooh.
like the first maybe 20 minutes,
Yeah,
it
pretty
picks
much.
up.
It doesn't
Yeah,
it doesn't take that long to get through.
right. Yeah. I guess
Mm,
you want to give it a score.
9,
Yeah, I'd say either 8 or 9,
9,
somewhere in there.
9, 9 out of 10. I had a phenomenal time. You just go in, you get so you, dude. You
What?
can't just not laugh throughout pretty much most of the film.
I mean, it's a comedy.
Yeah, it's so good.
What's like
Yeah, it's a
action
bit
comedy?
gory, but like other than that, pretty solid.
I mean, it's an action film. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's got a good bit of gore.
bit of
That's
gore.
that's the high rating. I think R18 is just how many swear words and as the
Yeah,
gore.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's like why it's rated R18, not R15.
you mean M15?
Oh, sorry, M15, whatever. You know what I'm saying, right? Like,
Yeah.
cause like Marvel's pretty much are usually rated M.
It's not even M. It's MA. Ugh. I'm a
Yeah,
dummy.
it's an 18 plus.
Yeah, R18, but it's MA15,
Yeah,
not M. I
okay.
said
Well,
M.
mature audience, of course.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, yeah, like when you compare it to like Marvel, like I think we get more deaths in this type of film than like a Marvel-esque film.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there's way more.
Yep, and like it's more blood. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's rated higher.
But yeah, but like Marvel films are like either M or PG most
Yeah,
time.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why it's rated. If we're gonna go off like ratings, because most day and age, there's most of the films are like most action films are superhero films in this day and age.
I guess.
Like most of like the popular ones we talk about, right?
All right.
Which
Because I was
this
gonna say,
what?
yeah, no, okay, go for it. I was gonna say because this film, like in its genre, I'd say it's like the gore and stuff is like just similar to like other films in its kind of genre.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that. I'm just saying like because I mean what I'm saying is like I've heard people questioning the rating. That's why I'm just going over this
Oh,
on the
okay.
internet. That's just why I've heard. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I
And
wasn't even aware it was R18 until you mentioned it. So
exactly because R18 because like how many swear words? That's one reason. Because if you think about it, to be in the R18 category, right?
yeah,
You've got to have either a lot of swear words, a sexual scene, or too much g- gore, blood, and violence, right?
right.
And this one has all three. This
Wait,
one has what? Yeah, what?
I just double checked. It's MA15 here in Oz.
Oh,
You sure it's so? Maybe it's R18 somewhere else
I don't
because
know.
down here
I
it's
just heard.
yeah. Okay.
Uh,
No, it's fine. I just because I was confused.
nah, but okay. Basically, what I saw on the internet was R18. My bad if it's RM.
I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's a gory film, either way.
Yeah, but it has all three. That's what I'm saying.
Because I'd say R is when like nudity and stuff is involved, isn't it?
I
It's
mean,
higher
there
violence.
was.
Oh yeah. But
There
like,
was the one scene that like barely shows up for a few seconds.
yeah.
So that's what I'm
When I
saying.
mean nudity, but I mean like a lot of it.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I meant.
obviously. But
Yeah,
like what I'm saying is like it shows off, bro. It's like there is a straight sex scene for like a few seconds.
yeah, for like 2 seconds. Yeah,
Yeah, I know, but like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying like you've got all three aspects because that's what I know. I know rating is based off like how much coarse language is there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
How is there a lot of like blood, gore, and like you know what I mean? And then the third one is there any sexual scene? So it's got all three. That's why it's rated R18. Well, what I saw on the internet, maybe I was completely wrong, but I saw people like questioning the rating.
Okay.
But
I
other
mean,
than
I
that,
don't know.
like yeah, other than that, right? Outside the rating here, I know I'm ranting about ratings.
Yeah,
I'm a joke. Other than that, yeah, like a 9 out of 10. I think it was great.
I would recommend.
Yeah, I'd recommend. I don't think this is a good movie if you're gonna go on a date. But other than that,
Okay.
you've got to check that out somewhere.
Okay,
Yep.
sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I don't think either of these movies are good for a date, to be honest.
nah, fam. If you're going on a date and you guys both like anime, then Dragon Ball is pretty good.
I guess.
But yeah, no. This one definitely not going out for a date. Yeah. I like the main. I like when we figure out like the main like villain at the end. That's kind of cool, and like how it was all contrapted. That was kind of cool as well.
Sure.
And yeah. Any final thoughts?
I mean, everything came together at the end
Yeah, it ties it
to
off
an extent.
nicely.
Yeah, nice, neatly, and it's a very funny film.
Yep. And this
Yeah.
also shows that because I also heard people talk about you don't need to be a superhero film in order to fit into this type of genre.
Yeah, totally not.
Yep. Um. That's yep. That's the one thing. And then second of all, you don't need
Yeah.
to to like have multiple films. Like as in this is a one off and done. I don't think you need a second.
No, definitely
I
not.
don't like. I don't think you need a second film. I think this is a one-off and done, which is fantastic. It's like the first time where you can just sit down, you can go into a film. You don't have to watch prior films. You don't have to watch anything. You go in, just sit down, watch it, get it done, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And yeah, I know. Yes, they did leave like an open like end. Like we get to see maybe there are more agent missions that he can do at the end, but like I don't think it needs to go into that. I think it was just fine the way it is, and that's it. You know,
Yeah.
completely done. So this as well shows us two things. You don't need to have like a trilogy or a cinematic universe in order to make a fantastic film, and you don't
No, of
need to
course
be
not.
and like if you do everything correctly, you don't need a what's it called? You don't need to be like follow the trend of superheroes.
I mean, if you make a good movie,
Mm,
it will sell.
correct.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it did in box office theaters. I don't know how much
I
Dragon Ball
heard
bought.
when it came out, it was at the top. I got its first week.
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
sure how much it made profit though. I can check real quick. Okay, that's not what I meant.
Yeah,
Okay. Like, god damn it. God damn it, Google. Okay, box office it made 150 mil.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. As I searched it up and it was saying like it gave me Japanese trains. So I'm like, no, that's not what I meant.
uh
So it's like, yeah, that's pretty good. I guess the next movie now.
okay. And yeah, we also went and we had the opportunity to say Dragon Ball superhero movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, that title's a mouthful.
yeah, because the creator forgot that the series was called Super. That's the reason.
Yeah, 'cause Super twice.
Yeah, that's
Dude, you type this into Google, right? You type this into Google, right? I kid you not Google. You type it into like a Word doc or something. You'll get the
yeah,
underlined blue
autocorrect.
text, and it'll be like delete repeated word.
Yeah, that's why there's the you put the colon.
Yeah, I know, but it's still it's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dumb.
Um, let's get this straight. If you're a huge anime fan and if you're a huge Dragon Ball fan, this is a movie to must watch.
Yep.
If you're not into anime, you don't watch this movie because you'll probably be
Yeah.
like, this will probably like either you have so many questions that you won't be able to that no one can answer. Like the amount of searching on the internet won't search it won't fill you in. A
Yeah.
maybe it will, but A and then B as well. Like it can either make or break like the anime. You might be like, this is so stupid, and then you'll never watch anime again, or this is so cool, and you end up being a shonen fan. So I don't recommend if you don't watch anime. But
Yeah.
other than that, since we're huge, well, I'm a huge anime
Fans.
fan, and Mike here is a huge Dragon Ball fan. Um, we watched this film, had a great time.
Right. Yep.
Um,
Uh.
I don't know how to summarize this film in like a sentence.
Um.
Like with a few sentences, like I did in Bullet Train.
Guy gets manipulated, makes machines to fight good guys, but those machines are superheroes. And then
Okay,
towards the end, they
basically,
realize
I'm
this.
gonna ask you this. Basically, a scientist who needs funding in order to make his superhero creation android falls into the unfortunate trap of what many people fall into is that when they see money, they forget about like all the outside noise of what the person is showing.
Right.
So it goes and makes these creations, and then is informed like, oh, there's villains that are actually good guys, and then these guys fight, and then like as the plans are falling sour, um, the guy launches the main villain launches the ultimate creation, and then there's a huge fight, and then there's like lots of fights basically, and then
Yeah.
like yeah, basically the end, basically.
Basically.
Yep. Yep.
I mean,
Um.
that's kind of the easiest way to explain it.
Yep.
It's not. It's not.
It's not correct.
It's not 100%
Yep,
correct.
this film pretty much if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, this film does not focus on Goku and Vegeta that much.
Nope.
And yep, this
Which
film
is a
instead
good thing.
focuses on Piccolo, Gohan, and Pan.
Yeah.
Practically, yep.
Basically, Piccolo's the main character.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he gets the most screen time.
Yeah.
And of course, but the movie still has a lot of fight scenes and
Yeah.
whatnot. But it has a more,
Of course, you've
I
got
guess,
cameos to certain characters.
definitely, yeah.
Yep. So I'm not saying you don't see Goku or Vegeta. Yes, they do have like a fight, but we don't. We get to see
I mean, they
Broly.
have
We get to see
scenes.
like from previous films, other characters from previous films. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, and we get to see, yep, some characters.
basically.
Yep. This is a fully CG film, but it looks fantastic.
Right.
Um,
And it
a canon film, so that's also great.
and its
Um,
story is good
way into the
as well.
future.
Sorry. Yeah, it's around like 3 years ahead
Yep.
of where it currently is.
Yep.
Yeah, like to an extent, take I don't know, take a bit off,
Yes.
month here or a month there,
Yep.
but yeah,
It's got some comedic aspects, but the main point is like the awesome fight scenes.
of course.
And then,
I mean, funnily enough, the movie, if you search it up, is categorized like as a comedy.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, which is because it is more so a comedy than a, you know, I guess you could say what action.
I'm not saying it's not
Yes.
an action. Like everyone knows Dragon Ball is going to be
Yeah,
action. There is obviously jokes, but yeah.
but there's more comedy in this film compared to some of the other ones.
Yes, I do agree
Yeah,
with you on that. If you like
and
flashing lights, this is a phenomenal film to watch. So if you have epilepsy, don't watch this film.
I don't watch this yet.
Um, if you just like characters going to the next power levels, watch this film as well. If you don't care, there are so many points where like just forget the story and watch the fight. Like I'm not kidding you. That is basically what there are certain films you're like,
I guess so, but like the story is like probably the best of any of the films.
yes, I agree with you on
Yeah,
that. But like, fam, like And when everyone's fighting Ultra Cell, I'm like, all right, I'm invested in the action. I don't care about what you know what I
No
mean?
spoilers, by the way.
Yes, I did say there were spoilers before, but
Oh, you did? Okay, I guess so.
yes, we did say at the start. But like for instance, when the guy's like protect Doctor Jiro's like grandson, you know what I'm saying?
Dr. Hito, yeah.
Doctor Hito, yeah. It's like, bro, I don't care about you saying that. Just continue fighting. Basically, you know what I mean?
I mean, you sound like a shonen fan.
No, no. I mean, like, I do like the story, right?
Yeah,
Where I do like the story, and I love the story. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic, yeah. But there are points where, like, when the fighting starts, you know, the fighting should just start, and just like, you know what I mean?
continue.
Exactly. Like you see, like Goku and like Vegeta fighting, you're like, oh yeah, and then it comes back to Bulma. It's like, bro, let me go back. Let me go back. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, no, 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 fam. Like, let me go back. Let me go back. You know what I'm saying?
I had that once. It's like, when like the androids realize, like, you know,
Yeah,
that yeah, like during that, because Piccolo was being Chad.
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, no, I want to see more.
See what I
Like, you
mean?
cut it short, but
Yeah,
then like
it's
then like
yeah,
5 minutes later
he
they go
comes
back to
back.
it.
But what I'm saying is like, it's like, bro, like I don't like, bro, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Just I want to keep fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, yes, it's like, yeah, it's like part of me like is just like, fam, like, most of the time, it's like, bro, if I want you to think about this, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I want you to think about this. There is a point where there's 30 episodes where Goku is versing Frieza, yeah?
yeah,
And then I keep hearing like Planet Namek's gonna blow up in basically 5 minutes, yeah?
yeah.
Like, everyone forgets about that, yeah? Because it's just two dudes hitting it out, and it's awesome, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying it's just two dudes. Obviously, there's like, what's his name? Vegeta as well there, right?
I mean, you're just kind of watching, but yeah.
Yeah, but like no, I mean like in the whole fight, like from start to finish, there's Vegeta, Gohan,
But then
Krillin,
they get sent to Earth, don't they? By the Wish.
Piccolo. No, 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 they're still fighting. They're still up there.
Is this before he goes Super Saiyan or after?
This is before he goes Super Saiyan, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
like the
Because I
whole
was say
fight from like
after them, yeah.
I'm talking about the whole fight, like from start to
Oh
finish,
yeah,
yeah.
the whole fight. That's like that's
Yeah,
more
yeah,
like
but like
50
obviously when you
episodes.
get closer to the bit where he gets Super Saiyan, like the last 30 minutes, like the place is gonna blow up in like 5 minutes, right? Like
Yeah,
no one cares about like the planet blowing up anymore. Everyone just cares about like just get on with the fight. Like every time it's like
yeah.
planet Namek's gonna blow up. Like I don't care about that. Like just keep going. You know what I mean?
No,
You know, it cuts to
yeah.
Namekians like gathering their villages and like, no, 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 bro, like, go back to like Frieza and Goku fighting. Just go back to that. You know what I'm saying? Do you
Sounds like
understand?
you'd like the last film.
What?
Sounds like you'd like the last film because like the last film was like 40 minutes of like story and then 40 minutes of constant
No,
fighting.
I mean like I don't mean like I don't like story. That's not what I'm saying. It's not that I don't like
Yeah,
fight a story, right?
but you just want
I'm
to see the
just
fight.
starting. Once you get to fighting, right?
Yeah,
Because for me, when you watch Dragon Ball, right? This is not
yeah,
with this doesn't happen with like many other animes, right?
right.
When you start with Dragon Ball, yeah, you know it. Like you go fight, and then it's like, okay, power up. Let's go to the next level. You know what I mean? The enemy's like, all right, I'm gonna also go increase my power. You know what I mean? Let's keep going.
Yeah,
Flashing lights, lasers, punching. You know what I'm saying? Once you get into
dopamine.
that flow, yeah,
Yeah,
you don't want to interrupt it, right? Just let the fight end, and we'll continue with the story. That's what I'm saying, right?
I guess, yeah.
But with other shows, yeah, okay, the story's more like integrated and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you
Right.
kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like when you watch Dragon Ball, you know you're gonna watch Dragon Ball, and you see all of this stuff, right? And then you get constant fighting for like 10 episodes straight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I'm not bagging. I'm not bagging. This doesn't deduct any points from the movie, and this doesn't deduct any points from me liking Dragon Ball, right?
Right,
I'm just saying that as like someone who loves like watching Dragon Ball fight scenes, it's just awesome. You know what I mean?
right. Did you get that constant hit of dopamine? You want to see more of it?
Dude, exactly. It's like okay, like we're done this power level. Let's go up to the next power level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Or
type of
like you
bullshit are
want
you
to
gonna
see him
increase
get
next? You know
defeated.
what I mean? What? Sorry.
Right. Yeah. Or you want to see the person get defeated, like someone get defeated.
Yeah, basically, I like right. Like goes Super Saiyan, he's losing. Yeah, it's like okay, what type of bullshit did Goku go to the next level to win? Oh, he goes Super Saiyan 3. Okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, he's losing. All right, Super Saiyan God. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah.
like Super Saiyan Blue. Okay, let's go. You know what? Using Kaioken. Yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I love how like they transition. You're going to fight. They don't just skip like all the way to like the one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, oh no, I need more power. It goes to the next level. It's like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Funny thing is, I feel like they did that bit like really well in the movie too.
Yeah, I agree with you to
Yeah, yeah.
completely.
I mean, it was somewhat. I guess the best word for that is like kind of manipulation, but it's like just like getting someone's feelings. Like,
Yep, dude, I think
yeah.
Piccolo was like hands down one of, or probably his best like film. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, by far,
Because
because I
like
mean, he got more than like
characters
10 minutes
sometimes
of
get
screen time.
forget. Sometimes characters get forgotten. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I
Like,
mean, the reason he got the biggest limelight is he's the creator's favorite.
fair
So
enough. Like, I don't. What's it called? Bag him for like having Piccolo as a favorite.
I mean,
Piccolo's a
he's
phenomenal
like
character.
he's even my second or third favorite Piccolo.
I don't, I
Maybe.
don't, I don't blame you. Piccolo's a a phenomenal character. I'm not banging him for that. That's not what I'm saying, right? What I'm
Yeah.
saying is like sometimes characters get forgotten. Like, or sometimes like the characters that are fighting is like always just Goku, Vegeta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give
Like,
us
dude,
some.
if dude, we got up to the point where like, bro, if like you give people will probably forget about Yamcha and like Tien. It's like,
Next
bro,
movie.
it's like, bro. I get it. They're not strong. They're not like too strong anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Yamcha just does like baseball and shit. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like obviously, but he's got like if you compare him like to which what
like a
Krillin
normal
said, like
human.
what
Yeah,
what?
if you compare him to like a normal human, yeah,
Yeah, he's still more
dominates.
powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even Krillin's like, yeah, at the police station, they think I'm pretty tough. Like, yeah, Krillin's still got superhuman strength. Krillin's probably the strongest human,
Oh, he's definitely the strongest human.
the strongest human. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, even Hercule compared to a normal human is like a strong human. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, but Krillin still beats Hercule any
I
day.
mean, yeah, but like, I mean, compare Hercule to like 90% of the
Yeah, but
population.
I
Yeah.
want you to think about this something, right? I'm gonna say, I love how it's like I don't know how much power like Hercule has. That was
Yeah,
hilarious.
Hercule's power.
That was what it was like, bro. No. Oh
I love
man.
how that like Majin Buu and like 10 minutes later there's just a clip of Majin Buu like sleeping.
Yeah. Like I said, like characters have forgotten. Like we got to meet the cat and like what's his name? Like the guy with the cat.
Beers.
What?
Beers and
No,
Mace.
no, 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 no. The one on the tower.
Oh, you mean Corrin?
Yes, yes. They're from the
And
original Dragon Ball. I haven't seen them in
yes.
Z in a long time.
What's a guy? Yeah, Yajirobe. That's the other
Yes, yeah,
bloke. I was wondering
Jirobe.
what's his name. Yeah.
Yes. If you watch the original Dragon Ball, they're like heavily involved like the last bit. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the DKP. Demon King Piccolo stuff. And actually some other stuff, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, hey, Yajirobe cut off Vegeta's tail. Tell you what.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, no, but like, yeah, it's good to see Gohan like maybe reaching his full potential because now he's gonna train instead of peaking when he's like a kid.
Right. But now what? Like, when? How are we gonna see that? You know what I mean? It's like 3 years in the future, so it's like,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like in the future, like imagine like we get like Super and like this time instead of like him just always
well, yeah,
focusing on
but it's
work, like
but they still have to reach like, the manga's still going. They have to go through that, and then eventually, whenever they get to that time period, they're
yeah,
like, yeah, we could have these characters now in here. That's the only weird part about it. It's like how are they gonna integrate it with everything else?
bro, as long as like in the future Gohan like actually considers training as well, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean he should. I mean it seems like that's what the thing. Like he's like, yeah, at the end he's like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah, bro.
will.
At the end, yep. And then like I can't wait. Do you know how I'm actually really excited? I can't. I want to see Pan go Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
I want to see Pan go Super Saiyan,
I mean we'll see.
dude.
I
Cause
mean
like,
she never went Super Saiyan via G. She never went Super Saiyan in GT. So
bro, I
you,
don't care about
why
GT.
not?
But what I'm saying is like, I want to see Pan like is in Super Saiyan.
Watch it like in like
Just
a
because
year or
like
two.
I don't know, like the only character that I like, you know how like everyone's got spiky hairs except like Trunks, I think.
Uh, yeah.
Like yeah, before they go Super
I
Saiyan,
mean
like and then
every
they
Saiyan I was gonna say.
what?
Every Saiyan.
Yeah, yeah, but
That's
like
that's
like
identical.
because Trunks got like the kind of bowl cut
Yeah.
thing, yeah, and then like when he goes a Super Saiyan, like he gets like spiky hair.
Right.
I want to see Japan with spiky hair because I think it'd be funny. Oh
It
man.
probably should probably look like how Trunks looked like after he came out of the time chamber. You know how he had the longer hair
Oh
because
yeah.
he was in the room of spare time.
No, no,
Yeah.
but you know how like
The
she's
Goku,
got they've
right.
got the bowl cut,
Yeah, I know.
and then like
She
when they go Super Saiyan,
she
like
kind of she kind of has a similar thing, doesn't she? Though Pan.
well she's got a bowl cut.
it's not like the one how Trunks has it, but like the front of it kind of looks like a bowl cut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they've got a bowl cut, and I'm like, I'm sitting there like, you know what I mean? I'm like, dude, because I sat there right, like before I realized I forgot about Trunks, right? Like, because Trunks also had like what's it called? No, I'm not saying no, nothing against Trunks. I'm not saying like Trunks had like a bowl cut, but Trunks like when they go Super Saiyan, like he becomes spiky, yeah.
Yeah,
Like I forgot like Trunks' hair goes spiky. I was like, dude, imagine Super Saiyan, but then your hair's not spiky. It's like it goes up and it's all flat.
it's all flat.
Do you know what I mean? Because your hair sticks up, but it's not spiky. It's flat.
I mean, that's. I was gonna say that was technically Gohan during like the Cell Saga, technically.
Nah, but Gohan still had like spiky hair.
No, but like yeah, but it was like kind of based on how his hair kind of looked like
I
already.
know, but it was hilarious,
Yeah,
fam. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
like that look. That might be like one of my
Oh,
favorite looks. But
bro,
yeah,
yeah, but that's still funny. I want to see Super Saiyan, but like with flat hair,
kind
like a bowl cut. You know what I'm
flat hair.
saying? So instead of spiky, it's just like cut. Like that looks so weird. It's like,
It
oh man.
basically it just looked like Super Saiyan Gold, Super Saiyan God, but just like yellow. Just be like that then.
Pretty much, but I think it'd be
Because
funny. I think it'd be
Super Saiyan
hilarious.
God doesn't change your hair, just changes the color.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be hilarious. I think it'd be funny.
Bro,
Um,
Super Saiyan bulk.
yeah, Super Saiyan bowl cut. Dude, I think it would be so funny if you had a Super Saiyan bowl cut. That'd be the funniest thing.
I love how we just like went from the movie to just talking about Dragon Ball.
Dude, yeah, but Super Saiyan bowl cuts are like that's hilarious. Dude,
I
dude.
do want to mention though, I did like the androids. I did
Oh
like
yeah,
them
the
quite a
androids
lot.
were cool.
It was very funny. So
Quick
hopefully they
question, bro.
utilized yeah
Right?
the one
If
yeah.
you got a mustache, right, and then you go Super Saiyan, does it like twirl up into those like Italian mustaches?
I don't think it changes actually because
Dude,
it does it. I
dude.
mean Vegeta for like a couple episodes of GT had a mustache.
Yeah, but like just considering GT, yeah. Like
Yeah,
imagine you got like a short mustache, right? And then like the
yeah,
edges twirl up because Super
that would be
Saiyan.
funny.
It's like,
So it'll be like a French mustache almost.
dude, that'd be
Oui.
wild. Oh, bro. Like imagine that you got like an almost because like Gohan did say like, oh yeah, my eyesight's are fixed when like I go Super Saiyan.
That is kind of weird, isn't it? Like, so his eyesight goes to shit when he's a normal, but then when he goes Super Saiyan, it fixes itself. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man, that is funny. Yeah.
I like the scenes where like they were trying to kidnap Gohan and they not Gohan. They tried kidnapping Pan and then they tried like getting Gohan.
Yeah, and then Gohan couldn't even sense it was Piccolo. Like, goddamn, how
Like I
weak is
find that
Gohan?
funny because Pan did,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pan did, yeah. It's like,
and they didn't bring it up later.
what?
Like I thought Piccolo was gonna ask Gohan at the end, like, "Hey, why didn't you
No,
recognize me?"
because I mean, Gohan said like Piccolo. What? Wait, you know what I'm saying? What are you
Yeah,
doing here?
he
It's like
didn't.
that
He
means you didn't
didn't.
even notice. Like, God, do you know what? Do you know what that does? I'm still. I mean, you know what? Yeah,
What?
it pisses me off because I'm like, maybe when Gohan goes like Super Saiyan, he might be able to sense Piccolo. He still didn't sense Piccolo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when he went to like all his evolutions, he still didn't sense Piccolo until Piccolo's like, you know, when it comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but Gohan studying the Super Saiyan.
What?
Gohan studying the Super Saiyan. Do you remember that? When Gohan's talking about what he studies.
Oh
He's
yeah,
studying
the
the
Super
Super
Saiyan
Saiyan.
ant. I was like, what are you talking
Oh,
about? I was like, dude. All right, all right.
it's that part was sad as
Oh,
hell.
bro, Gohan peaked and then he fell after he peaked. Oh man.
I mean, he's gonna peak again. I mean, he probably just peaked again, to be honest.
We say that, but like that's like in the future. So like at the moment, like if we go back to like watching Super,
I
oof.
mean, I saw someone made art
Mhm.
of like everyone in their like strongest
Yeah,
forms, like
yep.
Gohan,
Yeah.
Piccolo,
Yeah.
Broly,
Yep.
Vegeta, and
Mhm.
Goku. And it looks sick, and I'm like, that's the dream team.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, let's not
Okay.
go
What's your
on for
score?
too much longer. I'd say an 8. I'd
I'd
say 8
probably
or a
say an
9.
8 or a 9. Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
Very good movie.
I thought Dr. Hito was stupid though.
Dr. Hito.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the same movie where Bulma got a Brazilian butt lift by the
Bro,
dragon.
I know, bro, but like, come on, like, we all knew that was happening. You know what I mean? We all knew that. Like, everyone knew that. Like, there was no way that
Look,
wasn't happening.
look. You should have saw like look when Bulma was introduced by her here by Tushy being in your
Yeah,
face, basically.
I
Yeah.
know, bro. I know, bro. I know, bro. That's not the point. I'm just trying to say.
When I saw that, I was like, "Hey, yo, what's going on?"
Nah, fam. Dude, and then the stupid fact is like, oh, bro, we could have summoned Goku and like Vegeta. It's like, bruh,
I
bruh.
mean, you have to keep him out of the movie one way.
I know, but like, bruh. It's
Bro.
like, bro.
Hey, and look, at least they call themselves out on it before like someone else does.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, imagine before someone's like, "Well, actually, they could have just called and blind the wish on the dragon," and then like breaks the entire plot. So
All right.
I'll
Anyway,
take it. Anyways,
um,
that was the podcast, I guess.
oh yeah. So like, yep. That's it for today's episode.
uh, like, sub, turn on
Do we have any
notifications.
plans for next week? Not really. Maybe we'll
Not really.
play. We'll have like a new video out. We will
Maybe.
definitely have a podcast episode out. And yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Like,
cheers.
subscribe.
Yeah, like, subscribe, turn on
Yep.
notifications, share with everyone.
Yep.
You know, and goodbye.
Peace.